So we'll start by settling the body, finding a stable, comfortable, upright position serviceable for meditation. So we think about keeping our feet flat and our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap right over left with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open, making sure we let in enough light to remain alert. We try to avoid slouching or leaning. But we relax any unnecessary tension in the body. Allowing the body to fall into place. Then we begin to let go of attending to the outside. Withdrawing the mind, moving inward. Constraining our awareness just to the body and mind. And then we begin to concentrate that awareness in the present moment by attending closely to the physical sensation of the air moving into and back out of the tip of the nostrils. Noticing quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind, and without judgment or frustration, lifting your awareness up from that distraction and placing it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. And then when the mind feels more calm, generate a broad, altruistic motivation for your time, wanting to use your time to actualize your potential for spiritual growth and development by generating and stabilizing constructive ways of thinking and acting, ways that permit oneself to remain in a sense of ease and calm and peace, and that generate actions that spontaneously benefit others, wanting to reduce, ultimately eliminate destructive ways of thinking and acting, ways that agitate the mind, are painful to experience, and often will spontaneously give rise to actions that cause harm to others. Thinking of transforming the mind in this way to become of greater and greater benefit to sentient beings. And then we'll contemplate one of those disturbing states of mind, the mind or the energy of attachment. The energy of attachment is deceptive, unreliable, we observe things in our environment. Could be inanimate objects like food or possessions. Could be situations like a new job. Could be situations like a relationship. We observe all of these things and we determine that they seem pleasant. They seem like being in contact with them would be enjoyable. So we engage in actions to bring ourselves into that contact because we have an underlying assumption that if I am not in contact with desirable objects, then my happiness is not possible. If we're successful in coming into contact, then generally a pleasant feeling arises, at least for some time. And then we search for a new object to get another moment of pleasant feeling. And then the mind craves more and more. And this energy is endless, bottomless. Just take a moment and think back in the past week, month, year, how this energy is operating in your own life. We indulge in the energy of attachment because we believe that it brings happiness. But how much of what we achieve what we bring ourselves into contact with, how much is real happiness. Do we often remember the downsides of chasing objects of attachment? The frustration, the long lines, the heat, the cold, the traffic. Do we recognize that being in new and different situations or relationships will come with some advantages and some new challenges, some new problems? Is it true that changing what we are externally contacting is the method, a genuine method for being happy? If we followed that method for our whole lives, how reliable can we say that it is? Think now of any moments that you've observed of a mental sense of ease or contentment that has arisen in meditation, or in dependence upon a teaching. Try to recognize that this is a stable, genuine happiness. A real sense of inner contentment. Whereas the energy of attachment itself is something that agitates the mind. Gives rise to a sense of insecurity. The thought of never having enough. And then those objects of attachment themselves only result in fleeting, momentary, sensory enjoyment. So the more we follow the energy of attachment, in fact, the less genuinely happy we will become. By choosing to follow that energy less and less and devote more and more time to cultivating the inner causes of a lasting, real happiness. By engaging in that process, we can achieve our goal, our stated goal of actually being happy. So based on your own experience of comparing those two pathways of action, try to reach a stable determination about which to follow more and more, and which to abandon. And try to concentrate single-pointedly on that sense of resolve. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. And we'll dedicate to recollect your altruistic motivation and think that by having engaged in this contemplation, you've actualized that motivation, created positive energy in the mind. Think that you offer the fruit of your practice for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Thinking may it serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war and conflict, poverty, famine, disease, disasters, all painful inner and outer conditions. May it fully ripen the minds of all sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment, so I might work for the benefit of sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely dispelled, and may I and all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.
Thank you, Venerable Dondrub.